OECD-MENA Women Business Forum of the OECD has been trying to identify those bottlenecks, those limits and those constraints to realize the full potential of women in the economic activity in the MENA region. And I have to say that they have many sources. They have cultural sources, they have legal sources, they have regulatory sources, and many areas in which we really need to work together to bring and to raise the full potential of women in this region. We have seen progress, as anywhere around the world. We see that the women and girls in the MENA region are better educated. They have more access to education, which is good news. But this has not yet been translated into them accessing the right skills to get the right job and moreover to be able to establish a company and to become a business entrepreneur. So the economic empowerment is still an additional step that needs to be done for women to realize their full potential as citizens, but also as economic agents and agents for change in the region. If we compare, for example, women participation in the labor market in the MENA countries, they reach only 1/3 of the total labor force, which is very low compared to 76% of the male participation. And this is also very low when we compare it to the more advanced economies where you have double or triple that size. But even with regions of developing countries like the Sub-Saharan Africa, which has almost half, or Latin America, who has 40%, MENA is still confronting a very daunting challenge to take advantage of these resources. If we go to the entrepreneurship, we see that women is also holding very low shares in terms of the business ownership, and they are still very low in the ranks for creating entrepreneurship. So there are many areas in which we need to work with. This is what the OECD-MENA Women Business Forum is trying to do. It's trying to advance a specific recommendation, innovative solution, creative thinking, inspiring experiences from the women that participate in the group, to try to document it, to try to share it, to try to spread it, so that we see that it's possible for them to have the opportunity to realize their full potential. And it's not only about women, of course it's about them, of course it's about giving the opportunity to this part of the world, to this part of the society, but it's also about the situation in which we are in which we need to create a lot of jobs. And we will not make it if we go with half of our population underutilized, undermanaged, undersupported, and this is what we're trying to do there. And it's not only about we thinking together and we sharing the experiences, which is important, is very useful, but it's also to use that knowledge base that we're building, that is really advancing a change mentality in the policy design, to nurture other initiatives that might have very high potential, like the Build Partnership, the G8 the Build Partnership, in which we, the MENA program of the OECD, provided with the specific suggestions for fostering SMEs, small and medium-sized enterprises, and we did not forget to include the gender aspect in this work. So we hope that this will contribute to advance this very important agenda for our citizens.